Hello. I want to introduce you to Reshma Field. Reshma is a friend and she's a client, and she runs a wonderful thing called Ishbel's Wardrobe, which is where we're sat now. So Reshma, rather than me trying to explain it, why don't you explain what your service is? Because I've used it. I mean, I know how wonderful it is.
Okay, yes. Well, I'm a personal stylist, and what that involves is not only discovering what colours suit you and make you look fabulous, but also the clothing styles that suit not just your body shape but your personality. I also carry out wardrobe edits, because very often what you might find as a client is if you've been through the process of having your colour and style done, you then need a little bit of help with looking at what's in your wardrobe, what does work for you, what doesn't work for you, how to organise your wardrobe so that you have this wonderful capsule wardrobe where whenever you open up your wardrobe, you're not thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know what to wear. You're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know what to wear, because I can wear absolutely anything I want in this wardrobe.
I
love
that
it.
Slant on it. That's interesting.
Yeah. And I think as small business owners as well, we are our brand, and how we present ourselves.
That's interesting. Yes, you're right, we are. And as you know, you picked my brand colours some time ago, and as luck would have it, they happen to be, having been through your process, through the Ishbel's Wardrobe process, happen to be also my wow colours, which is a staggeringly wonderful coincidence. And here I am now wearing my pale blue, which colour I've never been interested in, I've never looked at in the past. And people do notice and often say that, it really suits you, that looks really good, so it must be true.
Yeah,
it must be right.
Well, it's science, really.
Yeah.
So we're not basing it on just saying, oh, that colour looks very pretty on you. We're looking at how that colour affects your skin tone. So there are colours that are going to make you look younger, slimmer, taller, reduce the amount of wrinkles. I say it has the effect of using a BB cream or a CC cream, but yeah, and it's interesting because you're now looking at colours in shops that you might not have even picked up.
Yeah, oh yeah, I would never before have picked up pale blue or even, like a midnight blue. I was always about bright orange and bright red and bright pink and, all those, and autumny colours as well. Yeah, like mustards and khakis and those sorts of shades too. Yeah. All of which I could say I looked, frankly, quite frightful in when we did the thing. So it is a revelation, and I do, and thank you for that. It was great.
Whatever reason you're coming to see me for, and I do have men and women coming for various different reasons, actually the process is fun and enjoyable, and you can get a direct result as you're going through that, because my clients will see the effect that the colours are the right colours of having them.
Yeah, you do. When you did it with the swatches, with the black and then the navy, I was just like, oh my God, that's just absolutely, staggering. Yeah, you can. It's like magic. You just see it before your very eyes.
Yeah.
What one colour does, and take it away and put another one there, and you see the difference.
Yeah.
It's cool. So that's Ishbel's Wardrobe, people. Come and try it.
So, in my words, what you do is, you've helped me with my website. So I wrote the content, and I thought I'd got it to a certain level, but that's where I handed it over to you.
That's correct.
And you worked your magic on it.
Writing for the web is really quite different, and that's where a lot of people go wrong with it. It needs to be, short stretches of text with subheadings and obviously, with images and all sorts of things. Little quotations are quite useful. Bits and pieces to break it up, because we've all got shorter and shorter attention spans. And so it's just about giving, bite-sized pieces of information so somebody can skim it and think, okay, well, that bit looks interesting, I'll look at that bit. Above all, content is king. Above all, even now for SEO, content is still king. You should write right for your reader. But it's about optimising the language you use. So you have to be quite dumbed down to write for the web. It needs to be short sentences and not too many adverbs, and minimise the use of the passive voice. Try and get the active voice in there as much as you can.
What was important to me, as Angela's been saying, is Angela's understanding of the English language and how it can be used in the content for the website. Angela's actually got a first in English and English language, and that sort of professional qualification and backing for me was very important when I was looking at who I would choose to deal with my website content.
I mean, lots of copywriters come to this because they've been journalists in the past. I've come to it through the English degree. And what that did teach me was, yes, how to... you'll be able to express things more succinctly, because, as you know, when you're writing essays, you've got a word count. And so, you know, I can look at something that somebody's written and think, OK, well, that's all right, but they've taken 500 words to say it, and I reckon if I, you know, twiddle about with it and just rearrange it, we can actually knock that down to 300 words. And again, when you're writing for the web, that's important. You need to say things, you know, as succinctly and as jargon-free and in plain English, and, you know, don't use a fancy highfalutin word, you know, when you can use an ordinary one. And also, what it taught me was that the brain is a smarty pants, and you just can't see your own mistakes, because that was the first thing I learned at university.
That's true, because Angela also helps me to write my blog posts, and I was very confident actually in the blog posts and my own ability to write something, but having a set of fresh eyes on it, and a set of fresh eyes with that level of expertise that can then have a look at it, make it more readable, understand how they can work it to help with the SEO, was just amazing. And she didn't change what I wrote or the voice that I wrote in, but she changed little things that made very big differences, and the level of engagement that I got with my potential clients and with the audience it was going out to tripled, quadrupled. It was amazing the difference it made with having somebody with Angela's expertise helping me with my blog posts. Actually, Angela's also very good at helping me with scheduling my blog posts. We work to quite a strict timetable. We try and actually work together and plan when I will blog, what I will blog about, what's it sort of particularly appropriate at different times of the year. So it's quite a good discipline to have somebody helping you to do that, because actually I am now accountable to Angela for my blog posts, and it makes a huge difference, and it does focus your mind. Because we all get writer's block, but Angela's great at sort of sending me gentle reminders and perhaps even coming up with some ideas herself, because I think that's really where she adds value.